Hello people, Jugglet here. In this video I'm going to be watching one of you play the Oni and doing a live reaction, and then straight after that I'll be picking apart an Oni game that I lost quite heavily, because I think in the past I've done those kind of videos where I've lost, because, you know, YouTubers and content creators do lose games, but a lot of people don't tend to post the losses. That night was a really bad night for me. I think I must have had like 5 really sweaty games in a row, and one of them was this lobby, and I just gave up. I literally couldn't get my power. It felt like I was playing against gods or a survivor with friends who had very good comms, because every time I get to a gen, there was a person like 100 meters away from the gen. Like, there was just no way I could catch them, and the build I was running was pretty niche. I do like running niche builds, and you do tend to suffer for that, and that's my own fault. And I've got no problem with teams playing sweaty. It's just sometimes it's nice to have a chill game. Anyway, let's watch this person play, and then I will go through my mistakes on the other game. So we have Lethal Pursuer, No Way Out, Barbecue and Chili, and Pop Goes a Weasel. Solid build. Okay, pre-dropper. They got some pretty good distance there. Pre-dropping, I mean, it's the way to play against an Oni. It sucks, but it is the correct play. Oh, nice mind game. Very nice mind game. You got the splintered hull, so you can get your power pretty quick, actually. That's quite nice. I actually thought the survivor was there myself as well. They sounded like they were closer. Pretty early first down within the first like minute of the game. That's decent. And you've got your power. Let's see what you can do with Barbecue and Chili. Okay, you've got one there. You've got one on the gen at the top and one on the gen in the distance. You sort of should know where everyone is. It's kind of difficult when you're actually in the game, though, to tell where people are in the moment. I don't think they needed to pre-drop that, personally. I think that was a bit of a waste. Nice. Very nice. Bang just got absolutely smoked at Shark. I think maybe the only thing I might have done differently there, it's hard to know because they're not in the moment, but when I saw people sitting on gens and one out in the open, I probably wouldn't have taken the Shark chase. I probably would have gone for one of the ones sitting on the gen, used my pop, and then taken chase. Would have maybe saved my power a little bit, but it's hard to tell sometimes, especially in the moment. Oh damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, we lost 2 gens. A little bit of rubber banding going on as well. This is unfortunate. I've played Oni games and you've got rubber banding. It's an absolute nightmare. You can't hit flicks at all. Thankfully, they should be fixed by now, all these issues. Okay, nice, solid. Just Mad Goth Queen and White Ward. Oh, there's a little bit of hesitation, I've noticed. Damn, dude. I didn't think you'd hit that at all. Fingers on your side. Proper mind gamer. Nice. Ooh. I think these walls are really difficult to mind game as well when they're that high. Fucking hell. That wasn't even a long chase and you lost 2 gens for it. You got absolutely punished. You know where 2 people are there, that's really nice. See what you can do. I really, by the way, really dislike this building. I think it's one of the strongest buildings in the game. It's awful. I don't blame you for going straight back to the hook. That's unfortunate. Oh, I know what you were trying to do there as well. I've done that so many times. Nice. Nice. I feel this is why I've started running Lion's Fang and Splintered Hull instead of Akito's Crutch and Lion's Fang. Certain maps, it's better to be slower, especially indoor maps. That's like that's not a top tip for you, but like, if you're going for, say, a win streak, having speed can really hinder you, especially if you end up being unlucky with like an indoor map or a map where speed is not that good. A little bit of pop value, not so bad. You're gonna have to break, yeah, I was gonna say. Sometimes if you get unlucky with the 50-50s, you could be at that pallet for 3 minutes if you're not careful. I would have taken a swing. I actually really struggle on this map, this particular map. It's like tracking the survivors when you're in power. If you're going quite fast, it is sometimes quite difficult. He really does like hiding his red stain, this person. I don't feel like you should be on 1 gen. I feel sorry for you in that regard. I feel like you've not done anything wrong. You played really well. And the gen's gone as well. I'm not sure what you're going to be able to do with this. It feels like the game's gone out of your hand a little bit. Unless you have some amazing power right now. You're going to have to down like 2 or 3 people to even swing things around. Again, I don't feel like you've done anything wrong. I feel like... Oh, nice. Very nice. I feel like you've had like maybe 1 or 2 bad chases, but you've been really, really severely punished for it. The gens have absolutely flown. Unless they play Mega Altruistic, you are screwed. Because I saw Nick Cage with a flashlight then. Yeah. You might be able to get your power again if you're lucky. Please don't. I can't remember if they're in Deathbook or not. That's a problem. If you can pull anything out of this, I'll be bloody amazed. She can get another... I was going to say she can get another turn on that. Oh, No Way Out's popped. Okay. I've only just realised you... Yeah, you didn't even have No Way Out. No Way Out hadn't even popped yet. They don't even touch the door. You're in a good spot. You've got 45 seconds extra plus whatever the gate takes. Oh, and you can get your power. Game is not over. Nice, dude. If you can get your power, then hook them, and use barbecue and chili to figure out where they are, you're in a good spot. Especially because you're down to 3 people. You might be able to get a comeback. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. They're not going to be on the door. Might be on the other door. Dude, you got... Okay, so he's got 1 nearby. Feel like you wasted your barbecue there. Come on. I'm rooting for you here. Oh, nice play, nice play. As well, you've had a lot of rubber banding issues. Nice, nice. Really, really good reaction times there as well. Yeah, definitely go for the slug in this situation. You can't let them touch that door, basically. Which they will be trying to. I'd have done exactly the same thing there. Survivors are smart, though. They've waited out your power. They're probably hidden somewhere. Oh, is that a plot twist, gamer? And the other one's near here somewhere. What a comeback. This really is a good comeback. Doubling back for the injured one. Sorry, for the healthy one to get your power back. Nice. And where the exit gate is. Has he tried to plot twist again? God, that Nick Cage is funny. He knows what to do. This is someone with a good memory as well while they're playing. Ah, he's back up and healthy. So unfortunate. Oh my god, he might actually get that. Oh, he got it. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting to get the Nick Cage. I really wasn't. If you'd got it down then, that'd have been insane. Okay. Has the other one got the other door? Yes or no? That's the real question. Fung Min. So all you can do is just hope and pray that it does appear. Even just a tiny scratch mark would be nice right about now, wouldn't it? Preston. Ah, that's unfortunate. You did really well, though. To secure 2 kills from that game, it was an absolute mess. GG. Okay, so as you can see, this is going to be my game, and I did check the players like hours before I went into this game, and I knew they were going to be good players. I could just tell, and they were. But let's just go over it, and I might pause it in sections as well to see what I could have done differently. The build I'm running is Brutal Strength, Nowhere to Hide, Discordance, and Corrupt Intervention. So I've been trying to play around with Corrupt Intervention and using it so that I can basically play around one section of the map. I don't really want to take chase around the corrupted gens. That was the whole point of Corrupt Intervention. I was trying to showcase something, like not using too much slowdown, but just using that as my slowdown at the start. Basically get rid of as many pallets as possible, and also get an ninja, maybe 2. That's the plan. If you can get your power and start juggling your power whilst Corrupt is still going without losing a gen, you're in a pretty good stand. Because I've noticed a lot of my games I've just been losing gens. So as you can see, the survivors are smart. They've started to progress on the other gens, and they're pre-leaving as well, which is always good. This guy's been kind of stuck. That was so close. The thing is as well, I managed to juggle my bloodlust there off one survivor to another, which is quite good. I went for the one who had less to work with, and I thought I might get a hit there. So kicking that because, one, I don't want to be losing gens too early, especially because, yeah, I don't blame him for pre-dropping. Because I've got Corrupt, I don't want to down people either. Not that that's going to be a problem here. You might think what they're doing here is wasteful, but it's not, because they're probably aware that Corrupt is going to go soon, and that they're noticing what I'm doing as a plan. So that pallet, what went earlier, there you go. So we've got our first hit at 4 gens. Bearing in mind, we haven't taken chase from any of the Corrupt gens. We've solely been chasing on one side of the map, and we've lost 1 gen already. But we have got a hit, which is nice. There's a lot of games where you don't get a hit at all. 2 hits, so now we have our power. We can kick this as well for Nowhere to Hide value with Brutal Strength. It's quicker. Let's have a look around. We know where one person is. Quick flick. Nice, we've got the down and the pallet. Quite lucky there, quite fortunate. But that's still pretty strong. Maybe in this situation it would have been wise for me to continue, because I still had like quite a lot of my power and go for a slug, because when you're aware that the survivors you're playing against are going to be, like, not potatoes. There's Discordance, so we know there's at least 2 over there. But we also know there's another one nearby. But again, we can get our power from the injured one. Have a look around. So, I've made a mistake there, straight off the bat. Why am I going for the injured one? I mean, I missed a flick. That doesn't... the point of this is not, like, going over gameplays, going over like mini decisions I've made. I've now left that player thinking that the other healthy one is going for the unhook. They've not. Why I'm traversing this side of the map, I do not know. This is like, there's no reason to. I knew survivors wouldn't be working at it. We know where all the survivors are. They're on one side of the map because that's what we started with at the start of the game. So I've just wasted probably half of my power. I actually thought that was the not the hooked one. Nice flick on that person there. But what have we gained from it? We've still got 2 people injured. Not a 3rd person. We should have taken chase with the other ace, who was healthy, going towards the far side of the map. That's the big decision of what I made, which was wrong there, 100%. So we're now down to 3 gens. We know there's a progress gen near the bus, which is a bit of a dead zone, so that would be a good gen to protect. Now that all the pallets in this section of the map are gone. It's like, I had a plan in my head and I didn't stick to it. That's where I've gone wrong. Lost a far gen. I think it's the correct play to continue with that person and get my power back. I shouldn't have dropped chase there. Why would I do that? There's a lot of indecisiveness about this, what I'm doing here, and I don't understand why. We know there's people doubling up on that gen. So I'm going to get my power, and I imagine I'm going to go back to that gen. Yeah. So that's the right play. We know at least one of them's healthy as well, because if you look, we've got 2 injured one. We've just seen another injured one, so we know there's a healthy one. I'm trying to take it from the backside, which I still would have done now. And we're only finding the injured ones. It's like they want to be found, which is quite clever, really. Nice, good reactions. Another one's been healed up. Best thing to do is definitely kick this and go for nowhere to hide and see if anyone's around. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what I was going for there. I thought they were going to go for the window, and they didn't. They paused early. This is just good survivors. They change the decisions midway through the game, like they're good at 50-50s. And that is a 50-50, by the way. I could have either gone close with a flick or further, and I went further, and it was a mistake. I chose wrong, they chose right. We have a Discordance pop as well. But I still think chasing this guy's the right decision just to get the injure, especially now everyone else is healthy. Probably going to drop chase and go for this one over here and hope to keep this mini... It's not a free gen, the 2 spread apart, but it's about as good as I'm going to get for a free gen. And we're going to lose that gen. Yeah, they're just sitting it, I don't blame them. Okay. So now, I would hook him. Should have hooked him. Straight away, and then use my power. I should have put him on a hook. Okay. Really nice flashbang. And to be fair, that was a flick in the dark. I took a complete gamble and it paid off. That other verse has been either saved or unbreakabled. And right now, if I look at this game now, I know which gen's going to go. It's pretty bloody obvious. Discordance. But I do need to get my power. So this is... I'd say this is the correct play. I couldn't have gone over to that gen and made it in time anyway. Let's have a look how close it is to being popped. It's popped. Damn. And that's an adrenaline as well. Correct person to go for towards the hook. This is probably the difference as well between... That's a nice flick, actually. Between some solo queue and some Swift. I don't know if this is a full Swift at all. I think there's a couple who are playing together. I'm not sure if it's a full Swift, but they are good players. How much of a difference would it have made if I didn't have Discordance and I had Pain Res? And if I swapped out Brutal Strength for, say, Grim? Probably quite a lot. I don't think I've got that much value out of Brutal or Discordance. A little bit of map knowledge, but not... It was kind of obvious where they were going to be anyway. Okay, a little bit more blood and we've got our power back. If I was playing just solely to win or secure kills, I probably would have stayed near the hook, but there's no point. Let's have some fun with it. Okay, I was unfortunate to not get it down there, I think. When they crouched at the side of the pallet. I'm not sure how long this game has been going on for. 11 minutes. It's a fair long game to be honest with you. Not like they've been absolutely gen rushing. But I guess Corrupt helped and the start. My early game helped. I actually had a really good early game for this one, but I just messed up with my power quite a bit. And my decision making was terrible. And at this point, kind of wanted to, because I knew they were good players, and whenever I noticed they're actually going to be good survivors, I do like having a 1v1, so I try and bait them into having a 1v1, and I'm just going to skip it to there, and I think they do agree to that. Yeah, they do. So he lets me get my power. And he picks a side. Just this kind of stuff you should definitely do in games. Don't just sulk or whatever if you lose. See, right now, I remember I assumed he would stay at the shack, and he didn't. He left, which is definitely the right decision. He gone to a safe pallet. Really well timed. I really wasn't expecting that. I think even if I'd hit him, it was a dead art, so he would have survived it. But I know I'll try a spicy flick. That would have been good. That would have been so good if I managed to land that. But yeah, that was basically the 1v1. I lost it. I don't often lose 1v1 to my power either, so these like it's quite good to get humbled every now and then. So yeah, this was just a good example of me losing a game and the decisions I made, what were wrong, what were correct. Hopefully this helps people and makes people feel better about themselves if they're playing games and losing and stuff like that. You're not always going against bad survivors. You're not always going against good ones. The builds you had were quite okay. There weren't anything too major. I mean, you've got, what have we got? Off the record ×2, unbreakable. The brand new par there. There's some pretty good stuff there, to be fair. And yeah, they were really nice in the endgame chat. And do you know what? I don't mind losing. It's when people rub the salt in the wound. That's when it sucks. Like, I lose games a lot, and you get people who are decent and people who aren't. This was decent. I enjoyed it. I actually learned quite a lot as well. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.